we're going to segue to something you mentioned it because not only you take care of patient, your lectures and you write papers, but you have another very, very important job. And you're the president of the Skin Cancer Foundation. And I've already interviewed Dan, the executive director. But tell us a little bit about, one thing, maybe one reason why patients with melanoma should go see the Skin Cancer Foundation. What's
I think
there? What is this organization and
not a, I think when you get that diagnosis, it can be the most frightening thing you've ever heard. And I think that family and loved ones and friends are going to be asking you a million questions, and they all think that they want to help. And I think one thing you can do is you can refer them to that site. It's a wonderful source of education to tell a newbie who just got a melanoma what it's all about. And with the social media component, it can hook you up to Facebook for melanoma patients to speak with one another. It's all anonymous. It could be, online. But sometimes I think there's a great deal of comfort in knowing you're not alone and other people have walked that road and they can inspire you and encourage you. And I think that's great. I know you said one thing, but I just want to also say
keep going.
In general, the website skincancer.org is just fantastic because it has cutting edge treatments. And if the melanoma ever did come back, recur, or you were in a position where the melanoma was deeper than what could just be done with surgery alone, and you needed some additional immunotherapy or targeted therapy, as we call some of the therapies, it's overwhelming as a lay person to first hear all these terms. And I think that the Skin Cancer Foundation is a one-stop shop to go online and educate yourself. And it's a great place to send people who love you so that you don't have to keep explaining, because it talks about cutting edge therapy. And also there's quite a bit of research being done now. And for anyone that wants to get involved, I think that the clinical trials and the things that are going on now, if you qualified or wanted to know more, that would be a great source of information. So I just think it's a wonderful resource, and it's dedicated solely to skin cancer. So unlike some of the other sites which talk about different cancers, this is devoted to skin. And I think it's very helpful and comforting to patients.
Yeah, and I'd just like to add, this is not only for melanoma, basal cell, squamous cell, but there's also other aspect like I'm involved with the photobiology committee that
Sure.
we review all the sunscreen, make sure that product is safe, effective, and
you sure are involved. You're our chairperson. We couldn't do it without you. And I think that's important for lay people to understand that when you are reading a label on a sunscreen, what is that all about? And our photobiology committee reviews all of these applications for the sunscreens that do have the seal of recommendation awarded to them from the Skin Cancer Foundation. And they can't get that seal by just paying. They have to earn that seal by their products really meeting certain benchmarks and criteria, which the photobiology committee analyzes all of that data. So that's a very important thing.
well,